I remember the old Wednesday noon lunches up on the 3rd floor of the old MVZ building.
The graduate students and curators would gather together, talk among each other, and then ding, ding, ding. Alden Miller would ring with a spoon on his coffee cup, and we knew to be silent, and then we would receive instructions for the rest of the week.
And I remember coming back from Owens Valley, I had gone over to study the Tulia, and it was a Wednesday, and I came in to the meeting, and I mean, there was a bit of business, and then Alden said, well, you know, Dale McCullough's back from the field, and why don't you just take a little while to tell him what you're seeing, you know? And so I mentioned something, and then the question has come up, and it sort of turned into a seminar, you know? And I have no idea if that was part of the change of the model, but it was not too long after that the MVZ lunch became a seminar.
In the 60s, or when I was here, undergraduates were not welcome to the museum lunch. The faculty were so far away from, from an undergraduate that they were these walking gods almost, I guess.
All of the professors were so far above me. I mean, I was just, you know, a little bit on tenterhooks anytime I went to see a professor.
The times were different, really, than they are now in the museum. For instance, today we had, at museum lunch, we had an undergraduate give an excellent presentation about his research.
Something I like about the museum is sort of the flat structure intellectually. You know, everyone's treated as sort of intellectual equals as far as is possible in a university setting. Training of students is perhaps the wrong word. The students often lead us. I would expect any student of mine to be teaching me something I didn't know during the course of their program, and they all do.
What have my students taught me? Everything, not quite everything, but a lot. And they're still teaching me. Humility. I think that's the key word, because I think my students were comfortable enough with me that they didn't hesitate to say flat out what they felt.
Well, I've learned all kinds of things from my students. They've been a constant source of amazement and amusement to me. That's the work I'm proudest of all of my work, is the work I've done with my graduate students and postdocs. I've had absolutely wonderful graduate students. Many of them have become very successful, and not just in science, but in life in general. I really am very happy with the success of my graduate students. And every time you think that you've seen it all, you just get another student, and that changes your life.
What is the most important thing I've tried to impart to my students about science over the years? Honesty. Absolute honesty. If the facts tell you something different, accept the facts.
I've tried to instill enthusiasm in my students. Enthusiasm for science. Enthusiasm for knowledge. Enthusiasm for conveying knowledge.
Do what you do because you love to do it, not because somebody tells you you have to do it. And it doesn't make any difference what it is. If you like doing it, you'll have a happy life. And do the best you can. And if it requires slogging in the mud, you slog in the mud. That's part of the fun of it anyway. This is an incredible place, and it's an incredible place because of the combination of people that have been here over the years.
This was the best job in the country. I knew it right away. When I heard about it, I said to myself, this could not be better. And that's the way it's worked out.
In many ways, it really has been too good to be true.
I couldn't have found a better place to grow up, so to speak, and better people.
When I was approached to see whether I'd be interested in coming here, I hadn't been looking for jobs. I just thought it was the best job in the world. What more could you possibly want?
For Painey, it was just the perfect place. I can't imagine having more fun than we had.
being challenged by, can you find an answer to this question? And looking for it.